Hi, welcome to this tutorial. Today we will see about Protractor. Agenda is first of all we should see why we don't test our applications, and then we'll see what is end-to-end testing, what is Protractor, why I should go for Protractor, and what are the key features of Protractor. Many times I don't know which tool to use. That is one of the reasons I don't test my applications properly, and it takes a lot of time to set up environment for testing, which could be complex and time taking, and that is the reason again I don't want to go for proper testing framework. I'm also okay without tests sometimes. So these are the quite few reasons for not testing our applications with the help of any framework properly. What is end-to-end testing? End-to-end testing makes sure that our pieces are working properly when they are integrated with other pieces. It also helps us in verifying that our application behaves as designed from first screen to last screen. It helps me verifying my user interactions and my usability aspects as well. So it's all about, you can say, I can use as end-to-end testing as integration testing or user acceptance testing method. Now, what is Protractor? Protractor is a Node.js program developed by AngularJS team, and it is end-to-end testing framework for AngularJS, though it can be used for testing non-AngularJS applications as well. This is a beauty of this framework. But today we will only discuss about how to use this framework for AngularJS applications. So through Protractor, I can access my application the way user does. Okay, it's built on top of WebDriver.js and Selenium server, and with this framework you don't have to wait for browser to return the response, or you don't have to add the sleep or wait or timeout, anything like that. If you're testing AngularJS applications, Protractor will take care that for you. It will automatically execute the next step as soon as your web page finishes loading. Okay, so you don't have to worry about waiting for your test and web page to synchronize, because it will take care of all asynchronous call, Ajax calls for AngularJS. Now when we are testing non-AngularJS, there you need to add a flag in your test cases that we can see later. But as long as you're using AngularJS applications, this is automatic waiting taken care by Protractor. Now the question arises why I should go for a Protractor, because there are so many frameworks available in testing community. So one of the reasons is it is governed and promoted by AngularJS team. So if you're using any Angular applications, there are many number of reasons you should go for Protractor. You get all the capabilities what you get of WebDriver, plus you get all the Angular stuff. So we will see in a moment, like you have ng binding, you have ng model, you have ng repeat, all that. By only one line of code you can get all the DOM elements, so you don't have to do too much you don't have to put too much effort just to fetch specific elements of AngularJS in your test case. We'll see that. Now let's briefly compare Protractor versus Selenium. We'll not go much into the detail, but we will see what is Protractor versus Selenium and why I should go for Protractor. This is Selenium code. If you see here, we are taking driver as new WebDriver.builder and all that, and then you're using driver object to get the URL, and then if I have to find an element, I have to say driver dot find element and then webdriver dot by dot name and then send keys. So this is one input parameter I'm passing. Value is webdriver. So it's like uh, it's okay until you see something better. Okay, and for comparison, if you see, I want to compare this title of my page to WebDriver Google search. So what I have to do, driver dot get title, uh, and then again I have to say assert dot equal. So let's see, can we improve on this code using any other framework like Protractor? Let's see. So this is the line. If you compare the lines, though both the test cases are not showing the same testing case, but if you compare, earlier you fetch driver using new WebDriver dot builder and all that. Now browser is automatically given to you as an object. It's initialized and it's taken care by Protractor for you. So what you can do, browser dot get URL, that's it. If you want to fetch any element, you can simply say element by model, by ID, by CSS, like that. So you again, if you see browser, element, expect, all these are global functions provided to us by Protractor. But if you see in the previous Selenium code, you have to do this much coding just to fetch few elements from your DOM. Okay, so again, if you see one more differentiation here between Selenium and Protractor coding, expect, directly you can compare element dot get text versus your expectation. So you don't have to write assert and you don't have to write the JavaScript anonymous function. Simply one line, expect a comma b, which means I expect a to be value of b. Okay, so this is a very small comparison between Protractor and Selenium. People who have been using Selenium, it's great that they have been using Selenium, but maybe they can see, they can introspect whether they can improve their efforts or coding or standards by using Protractor if they are using AngularJS, and even if they are not using AngularJS, they can at least think about using Protractor for their non-AngularJS applications. Now, few more points why I should go for Protractor. We have very good locator strategies. So I can find my DOM elements using Angular models like ng models if they have been defined, ng binding, ng options, or in fact ng repeat as well. This is just a list of small list of locator strategies, how you can find out or locate the DOM elements. You can also locate elements by button text, or suppose you don't remember the complete name or text of the button, simply you can give the partial. We can see in a moment how we can use all these located strategies, and you can have combination of CSS also. Okay, now you get Jasmine test library because you're using Protractor, so you don't have to worry about Jasmine. Directly you can write a test case using Jasmine language. Jasmine is nothing but a JavaScript behavior driven framework, or I should say not framework maybe, but it's a language, behavior driven JavaScript language to write your test cases. So whatever you have seen here, this is written in Jasmine. And I already explained to you that we already get expect function for easy comparison, and we already discussed this point as well, that it's not just limited to testing only AngularJS applications. You can use your non-AngularJS applications while using Protractor. I would say that's it for this first tutorial. This was more of a description based, and in the coming up series we will see more of practical and hands-on scenarios, and we will see how to write Protractor test cases. So I would like to thank to AngularJS official tutorial and one of the article by Duron, um, and that is Protractor versus Selenium, which one is easier. So you can go through these links whenever you have a time, and in the coming up session we will see how to set up a Protractor. Thank you for watching this tutorial.